Hi, this is Samarth, and today I'll be taking you through the final exam for Windows Server Administration 2. So first things first, I'll quickly take you to my DC1, where, as you can see from the local server that I've created, A54628046 final.local domain, and I've installed Active Directory domain services on this DC1 and promoted it as a domain controller. Jumping on to the first part of the exam, which was failover clustering. The very first thing that will be taking you through is my storage server, which is S1. If I quickly go to the local server page of it, you will be able to see that I've added it to the domain that I mentioned earlier. And if I can quickly go to the file and storage services, as you can see, I've installed both file and iSCSI server onto this storage server. And if I can quickly go to the iSCSI tab, you'll be able to see that I have created two virtual disks for this for failover clustering, and both of them, as you can see, have been assigned the initiator ID. I have given of both node 1 and node 2 here, and both of them are connected, which you can see right here. Now if I can quickly jump to N1 and N2, uh, as you can see, both of them I have added to the domain, which you can see right here, the domain that I mentioned earlier, N1 and N2. Um, if I can quickly show it to you. I'm sorry. Uh, there you go. I've added both of them to the aforementioned domain, uh, and I have connected both of these to a server using the iSCSI initiator, which can be found right here. I have then went on to my node 1 and installed the failover clustering feature onto it, which I can quickly access from my tools tab. I've already done it here. Here you can see the cluster that I have created, uh, and along with the disks, which you can see right here, which is the witness and the file server. Now, if I can quickly also go to my file explorer, where you will be able to see that the SMB share that I've created, which was accessed using the file explorer itself, using the IP address that I assigned to it, which is 10.180.124.220. So yeah, this is the share that I've created. So basically that is it for the failover clustering lab. Everything else has been mentioned in the lab manual in detail. So if I can quickly jump to the second part, which was Windows deployment server. For that, I can go to my DC2, which is also the domain controller for the domain that I've mentioned, that I've created. And I've created a DHCP server for Windows deployment. Much more detail about the server is right here. Which is this screen right now shows you the scope of my DHCP server. Um, it will give you the name, it will give you the starting and the end range and the least duration that I have for the DHCP server, etc., etc. Then if I can quickly go to my S1, where I have created, where I have not created but installed the Windows deployment services, which is right here. I can access that by going to the Windows deployment service tab under tools. I can expand servers and you will find my Windows deployment server right here. Some of the important parts of this server will be the install image that I've created. If I can quickly expand this, this is the group that I've created, image group that I've created. If I expand it, you will see the image name in here, which is Windows 10 Pro. Similarly, for boot images, I have created a boot image right here with the name of Microsoft Windows Setup, 64 bits, and it is online too. Another very important part is I have also created a driver group, which is driver group 1, and I've added the VMX Net3 package into it, which basically goes on to deploy our Windows onto any machine that we want. Um, And yeah, I think that is it for the configuration part of the Windows server deployment. Windows deployment server. I'm really sorry. So I've also created a final client here just to test the deployment, and as you can see, the deployment was successful, and I've already initiated the deployment. So I'll just quickly take you through it. The setup will take a moment or so. I can accept the agreement here, accept everything else. And as you can see, the Windows will get deployed. It will have the user that I've created in the answer file right here. And if I can just add the password, which is secret55, you will be able to see that I have went on to deploy the Windows using Windows Deployment Server. And yeah, I think that is it for the lab. Thank you so much for watching. And yeah, that's it. Thanks.